I'm pretty excited for this little scrim here. These are like the two best teams on Garena, Mishka.
Hmm. Supposedly.
Supposedly. So is AV part of the imp roster, or is he just playing
Yes,
for fun?
AB is officially part of the in
So
roster.
why is he tagged up on a different account?
Because he's being a little bitch and he doesn't want to change his name again.
Leave no milk behind? What is that? This sounds so dirty. Seriously, what are we talking about here?
God, inside joke. Okay, you know what?
Huh.
Yeah, because I used to play a lot, and then AB said that the national animal or something of New Zealand was a cow. And, and me and White were like, yeah,
Okay.
so so it's like
Asian
everyone,
humor for the win, huh?
yeah, so I mean that was how it started. You wanted to know, so now you do.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, that's cool. All right. Awesome. So, and do we have the full orange roster? I guess WTF is officially an oranger, right? He's
Yes, he is. He has actually left TTES for
okay.
about 2 months now, I think.
Okay. So that's yeah. I only asked because I saw he was still tagged up with TTES on the international client.
Yeah, that was an enhance.
Um,
So
Cool, cool. So yeah, that's awesome. He's is WTF. He's actually he is doesn't he have Malaysian citizenship or some Asian
he
citizenship
is.
somewhere?
He's Malaysian.
Okay, so he can actually play in all these awesome Garena events that are Asian only. So
And he
exclusive.
is gonna be in the orange roster for the 500k as well.
Uh huh. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. That makes sense. So, lock picking though, we've been doing banning pick for so long on Garena, and I've been loving it because it's been an excuse for me not to learn the theory crafting of lock picking. Why are we lock picking here, Mishka?
Because we need to keep up with
We
the
need to keep up
gameplay.
with the times, man. We're
Yeah,
falling
true,
behind.
true. Okay,
All right.
well, both teams, I think they're playing in the home tour,
Mhm.
and as you know, everything is in lockpick mode now in international hunt. So
Yeah. Okay. So we just have to have the official.
yeah, you need to get practice to get good.
Oh, and
And
I should have double checked here. Let's look at the change log. Is that new item here as well? No, we don't have the what's that item? I forget its
like
name.
blade.
Light blade. Yeah, that thing. We don't have that.
No, this not yet though, not yet. Isn't
Okay.
it out of the expect or
It
something?
it just came out on international, so I don't know.
Yeah, so we're gonna have it sometime next week, I
Cool.
hope.
Are you excited about it? The items and the changes? They seemed a little kooky to me, but I'm excited.
Oh, I always want to see how the competitive community, react to it. That's like where all the
Yeah.
excitement begins.
Well, yeah, I guess we won't see it in the competitive scene for another like. How long does it take?
2 months?
3 weeks, 2 months. Jesus. Okay.
I have no idea.
Is when's Sackstone, the new version, going to be available in tournament play? Is that coming up soon?
Good question.
Good question. It's been a while, but I don't know if it's been
Yeah,
2 months.
yeah. I know, it's been a while.
I've total
Um,
no sense of Han time anymore. Trying to like, it's hard enough trying to swallow like not saying Dota terms in Han and Han terms in Dota, and trying to keep up with like dates and patch notes and stuff is just like an absolute nightmare. There was just a huge Dota patch that I'm still trying to swallow. It's
yeah.
like being in college all over again, Michigan. I can't imagine grad school will be more difficult than this.
Obviously, you have to go to school together, remember?
Yeah, I know. We got to make Club Zyori happen at a big university.
Clubs.
Club Zyori. We'll fly Min out for us for a special like guest presentation.
Min will just kill you.
We'll fly out like we'll have like a LAN or something. We'll fly out Orange Esports and Min will be our Asian caster. We'll cast it in Chinese just for effect, just for raw like look how Asian this tournament is. We even have an Asian caster speaking in Asian language. Club Zyori, absolutely. All right. So I don't want to go over all these locks and bans. I don't.
No, I should start classing in Chinese then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Toss in some Chinese. Yeah. There you go.
Like,
I mean,
no way.
so What do you like about lockpicking, Mischyz? What's your favorite part about this kind of mode over banning pick?
But you have a lot of heroes that are in the lock pool that, you see different plays, and then you have people trolling, of course, and picking weird heroes and
Hmm.
forcing the other team to play them. So, uh, pretty much like that. Because you're not.
Okay, well,
What do you say? It's a bit different
yeah, it
from the
is very
usual.
different.
Yeah.
I like lockpicking. I mean, I really do like it. I think it's a cool mode, but my only beef with it as a caster is just that I think it's hard to sort of analyze what's going on from a third party perspective unless you've like talked to the teams and you know exactly what they're thinking. It's hard to tell like which locks are bait sometimes and which are like locked because they really want to play them, and same with the bans. So it's okay, but I think it's a little bit harder to theory craft. I just think it takes a little bit too long. I don't have enough to say during the picking phase anymore, Mischyz.
Hmm.
So, but other than that, I do like it from a player perspective. From the theory crafting as a drafter, I think it's pretty cool. I do want to say, Mr. Breaky CPK just updated me, and he said the patch day that released the thing that new item Sackstone and I kind of Goddess, the new stuff is now in tournament mode in the international client. So maybe our next patch will have those changes. So it's been just about that 2-month mark.
So that new item is not going to be used in.
No, the new item won't be but Sackstone
But
is.
Sackstone will be. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's good news. That's good stuff. I'm actually not crazy about the new Sackstone change. I really like the old one. I'm honestly Sackstone, Bloodstone, my absolute favorite item in these kind of MOBA games, and I was sad to see it. It was sort of like Vindicator, I really liked the classic Vindicator, and the change. He doesn't feel like Vindicator, so I don't know.
What was that stuff we were talking about with you and Vindicator?
Me and Vindicator? Oh, what was it? If I could be one Han hero, it would be Vindicator. I think that's what I was saying.
We really say that?
Well, I mean, look, I've got the Vindicator poster in my background. My backdrop is
Yeah,
Vindicator.
yeah.
I'm a pretty hardcore Vindicator believer. This is like one of the few Han posters I could find on the internet, and it happened to be my favorite hero. I mean, just look at him. He's got like a giant gauntlet, a giant book, the biggest shoulder pad, and he's got a fucking blue mohawk. A blue mohawk, Mischyz. I wish I could pull that off. Come on. Be real. That is sick.
Go for it. Just go for it.
A blue dread mohawk. That would be
That would be
great.
really awesome. If you do that, I'll get you a blue tie to go with it.
Okay, great.
For real. Anyway.
All right, let's look at these teams here. So we've got a Mage Bane. I can't keep up with these skins either, man. Like Han is chugging out skins so quick, and they're getting a little bit more like, I think they look cooler but further away from the original concepts. I look at this Mage Bane and I'm like, who the fuck? Oh, okay, I guess. Okay, I see it. He looks like Darth Maul but blue. It's like if Darth Maul and a Draenei from WoW had a baby, it would be Mage Bane with this skin. We've got Ophelia and a Luna here. Let's see who's going to be in the mid. We've got a Tundra, and it's going to be a Plague Rider here. A pretty solid roster for Impunity over on Hellborn. We've got Glacia, Slither, Draconis in our tri-lane down at the bottom. Going to be Edward Norton here in the mid, Mischyz. We've got the Green Pebbles playing.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, dude, the Hulk. He's going to be... Oh, man, I love Edward Norton. He's one of my favorite actors. Up at the top, we're going to have a close lane solo silhouette. So it looks like a little bit of lane shuffling. So that's going to be Plague Rider in the close lane for the deny. Solo Tundra, Ophelia probably going to be in the jungle. So that's a Luna Mage Bane. What do you think, Mischyz, of these lineups?
Are you asking which one I prefer?
Yeah.
I kind of like Orange lineup there.
How come?
Because, I don't know, they seem a lot more friendly in terms of initiation, so
Yeah.
I guess. And you have Pebbles. Is Pebbles doing... Oh, it's not?
No, Pebbles is going to be... Well, let's see here. I'm locked on a Luna. Pebbles is going to be... I thought he was going to be solo. It kind of depends where Slither goes. If Slither ends up going to the top or if he stays mid here. But Pebbles, Tundra, they'll both be able to farm a fair bit. But what I really like is Draconis. And Min and I have really been getting into Draconis on our cast. And he's just so ridiculous. It is insane how powerful Blazing Flight is. It's not only an escape mechanism, but a farming tool. Once this game kind of gets into that mid-game stage where they can have those double, triple stacks in the jungle, that Draconis is going to be farming up so quick. It is like borderline imba. It's almost equivalent to the Rune Cleaver on Magebane, I think. So I have high hopes for Draconis. We haven't seen him enough on the Garena client, in my humble opinion.
You mean 500k? Yeah.
Yes.
I think they use it a lot in Thai teams, though, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I like
But
the
they don't
Draconis
really
pick.
play on. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So I'm not surprised to see this tri-lane break up down here. Plague Rider does not need a tri-lane to shut him down. So I like the choice to move Slither, but where did he end up? I guess Slither's made it all the way up to the top here, so it's going to help out Silhouette a little bit. Let's look at the raw creep scores, and Edward Norton off to a great start. Unfortunately, Magebane's really not farming so well up here. He's sitting only 4-4. Well, I guess Silhouette's off to an even worse start, sitting 1-3. So neither of the carries really farming so well to start us off. If you look at that GPM chart, it's looking pretty dismal, except for Green Pebbles here.
But it's pretty expected for Pebbles to have decent farm in the start, though. I mean, base damage is ridiculous, and plus he has a hatchet, so.
Yeah. He is pretty ridiculous indeed, and both of them actually able to go kind of greed mode here. The Logger's Hatchet picked up by Tundra, so a little bit of a risky play, but I guess looking at the rosters, it was one of those kind of unspoken rules that it would be a dual melee mid. Both sides seem pretty eager to make something happen in the mid lane, though. Glacius invisible. He's ready to bring the herd onto Tundra, and Ophelia actually going to come around the back. So we're going to see the engage. Tundra going to get engaged on. What a time to pause. Glacius' auto attack is just about to smack Tundra in his fat face.
He's in a lot of trouble. Probably get first blood, though.
I think Trinity is boned.
He's not stunned, is he?
Hmm?
Did AV miss his stun, or?
Oh, did he? Oh, no, let's see. There's the Minotaur. Oh, that's what that big wonky effect is. All right, so Minotaur throws out his little stun. I was kind of ignoring that. It looks like a hiccup in the terrain or something, but that's a crazy graphic. So yeah, it looks like Pebbles is stunned. So Glacius is gonna pick this up. You see that snowball? That is the angriest snowball I've ever seen.
It's not a snowball. Oh my god.
I guess it is a little icicle or something. Damn, Glacius is a badass though. So that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, sadly enough for AV here on the Ophelia, he's just a little bit too far off. What could possibly be the problem? I'm also a little bit intrigued to see Plague Rider. He's really not been so much of a popular pickup as of late. And Imp gonna work him in. I mean, he fits very well into the role here that they're trying to play of just denying raw farm on Draconis, and it did break up their tri-lane. I like the Plague Rider pick, but it still stands out a little bit as something we haven't seen so much.
Impunity used to pick up Plague a lot back in the days where they had a different lineup. They used to pick up Soul Stealer Plague a lot. There was like probably earlier this year, if I'm not wrong.
Okay, so looks like WTF is on the phone. Can't farm and talk. Who do you think he's talking to? My death is imminent. That's an understatement, Tundra. You're boned.
Probably.
So unfortunate. What do you like in the way of carry advantage here? I mean, I guess we do have a pretty clear advantage, Magebane versus both Draconis and Silhouette. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Tundra can play enough of a mid-game carry, as well as the pushing power from Ophelia and just the mid-game presence of a Luna. I think Impunity is going to have enough of a mid-game to carry them into Magebane time.
Yeah.
But Silhouette and Draconis, man, they are just going to eventually out-carry the likes of all those heroes pretty easily, especially that Draconis. So I worry. I worry for the life of Impunity.
I mean, Orange has a lot of burst damage as well, so.
Oh yeah, and Pebble. See, that's the nice thing about their roster as well. They've got a beautiful mid game as well with that Pebbies. Even Slither, and I have to say, I absolutely love the Slither pickup as well. Oh god, Slither. There's two heroes in Heroes of New Earth that it burns my soul. It grinds my gears that we don't see them utilized. And Slither and Wild Soul. Those are the two that Wild Soul in the long lane is so unbelievably good. Even just putting him solo mid is so good, and no one ever does it. And it's beyond me why no one ever tries it. And oh, we missed the kill. He's dead. Okay, so Edward Norton, he's going to take a lot of damage though. Ophelia's going to try to finish him off, and look at that slippery dog. He's going to be able to make his way through the trees and survive, no problem. So there it is. The Bloodlust comes out. XXF on Glacius, the proud recipient of the first kill on the board. And the action may continue here in the mid as Ophelia takes over the mid lane. Slither going to come in, but he's going to back up. So anyway, I do really like Slither, especially. I mean, I have to admit, casting Dota has really helped my perspective on like these MOBA games, and like those little nuances of Venomancer is so popular in Dota, but he's not even as good as Slither. Toxicity is so much better than the passive that Venomancer has, and like, oh god, I just want to harness that brokenness that is Slither's passive that stops all regen. It is nutso.
Dragon is probably going down this game.
Yeah, Draconis in a little bit of trouble, although Blazing Flight doing some serious work. And there, see, look at that. He's got damage, he's got escape mechanisms, he's got everything. And they're going to continue here. Slither going to take a lot of damage, a lot of right clicks being exchanged, and neither side really going to commit for a kill. Really minimal focus firing on both sides, everybody at about half health or so. Slither's got a potion, though, and unfortunately he went for the toxicity first instead of the poison spray. So it's a little bit rough here in terms of early kill action. I think that poison spray would be their golden ticket to snagging a kill. Uh-oh, Glacius going to go. He's going to drop the freeze. Draconis wasn't ready for it. Could have been a kill, I think, if Shuyu was up there. By the way, is that how you say his name? Is it Shuyu, or is that the stupid American way to say it?
Like you say in Chinese, it's going to be sui. It means waterfish.
How do you say it? Shui?
Sui.
Sui? Oh god. Alright, I'm just gonna call him Shui. I'm just gonna call him Shuyu. Oh, one more attack ought to do it.
Yeah.
There's the slow from Glacius. Wow, big plays coming out. Slither getting a little bit of lucky RNG. He's gonna get his health point. That was a close one, man. So alright. I'm gonna stick with Shuyu. I mean
Shuyu.
Could you like type it out phonetically? I kind of want to sound really cool and be able to say like, yeah, I can pronounce these Asian teams. Really get into my Garena experience. I feel like I need those hipster points.
How do I say yi?
Yi? I don't know. That's part of the problem. Say it one more time.
Shui.
Maybe I'll type it into Google. Oh, Tundra in a little bit of trouble. What are you thinking, buddy? That's going to be a bit of an overcommitment. One more auto attack. Glacius going to grab that kill. XXF, you are the king of the game so far. 2-0 in the first 5 minutes. That is one happy Glacius. And oh my god, Silhouette. Look at this. L getting absolute free farm up here. 22 and 15. They've abandoned the lane. Magebane has since gone bottom. They've actually rotated their tri-lane or their dual lane with the jungler. And now they're going to suicide this Plague Rider. But unfortunately, I can't help but feel like it's too little too late, and you got to give some props to ORGE Esports here, drafting this many carries against a jungler, kind of recognizing the rigid structure that is the impunity lanes, capitalizing with either picking up free farm in the bottom, free farm in the top, or letting their Edward Norton just get a little bit beefy, and he's turned into a beef stick. He's got that bottle, another 1k in the bank here. Uh-oh.
Silhouette's balling up pretty hard.
Uh-oh. Plague Rider, you're having a bad time. That's going to be a combo, a free kill for Wang Wang. Act going to pay the ultimate price.
You saying his name wrong too?
How do you say it?
Wang Wang.
Wang Wang, okay. I actually kind of knew that a little bit, but I didn't want to sound pretentious, so it's Wang Wang.
Yeah,
Wang Wang. So all right. Well, should we just go through the entire team? Do you want to give me everybody else as well? XXF. What does that mean? Is there some sort of hidden meaning behind our Glacius player?
It's his short form for his name.
It's a
his
what?
His Dota name. He used to be a Dota player.
Okay.
And XXF stands for CSL phone. So just to stick to XXF, yeah.
XXF, alright. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Uh-oh, speaking of XXF, he's having a bad time now. He's gonna get caught by Trinity. That's gonna be an easy kill. The full Tundra rotation comes out, Avalanche making that a very easy experience. So a little pick-me-up here, a sign of life for Impunity. They're gonna get their first kill on the board. Unfortunately, it's gonna go to their 1 and 2 Tundra. The guy that I talked about carrying him through the mid-game. Looks like he's off to a slow start at least. Let's look at that GPM chart. Well, leading the way for his team, which is a sort of depressing statistic to look at. This Magebane, man, he's just... I don't know how I feel about this rotation down against the Draconis Slither. The harass is just too good. Again, that Slither passive kind of mitigating the effectiveness of that life tube. Don't underestimate the power of toxicity. It has been nerfed, though. It's only 20% at level 1, but it's still... It adds up, man. It's pretty ridiculous. It's cray.
Yeah, I have to disagree with you. Like, if you were to compare Venomancer to Slither, I would prefer Veno for some
Why?
reason.
Why?
It seems
How are they
kind of
different other than the
different.
passive?
It's personal preference, then. You know?
But like Slither is the exact same thing, except his passive is just
Not
better.
really. I mean, if you were to play the game itself, I don't know.
Oh,
Veno,
okay. Oh, so you're saying Veno fits into the Dota metagame better than Slither fits into the Han metagame. Is that
yeah.
what you're getting at? Okay, that's
yeah.
fair enough. I would say that that's true. But Slither, he doesn't deserve getting the shit stick all the time. So there are some games where I think Slither could be worked in, but people are just like, forget about that squish bag. We're not going to do it. We're going to pick Parasite instead or something silly. I'm glad Parasite's not in our meta anymore. I really don't like Parasite. He bugs me. Oh, we're having sort of a double exchange here. We're going to see Draconis in a little bit of trouble. He's going to be able to get away. Glacius not going to be so lucky. Trinity going to be able to finish him off with the avalanche. In comes Edward Norton, though. Trinity going to take the combo to the face. A few more auto attacks. There's that stutter step micro I'm talking about. Magebane going to disengage a little bit, but Slither does fall. Speaking of Slither, Draconis in big trouble. Shugi, what's he going to do? He's going to have a first-class ticket back to the grave. AV going to be able to pick up a double tap, but Pebbles is hungry. He's coming back for more. He doesn't have enough for a combo. Only a stun or a chuck. What's he going to do? Is he going to be able to catch air? Might be able to get the Stalagmites? No. Nice micro, but L's here. He's going to finish off AV. Down goes air as well. Magebane, the only one left in the fight, and he's going to be forced to head back to the hills. Chaotic team fight, Mischyz, but I think ORGE Esports comes out ahead.
I have to agree with that. I mean, like I said before, I think Pebbles is really a huge, you could say, all-rounder in a way.
I'm sorry,
When it comes to
say
ganking.
that again. I was reading and not listening.
A really good mid-game all-rounder.
Oh,
He
yeah.
can gank and
Oh,
do
God.
damage.
Yeah,
Just-
he's just so beautiful. I mean, especially when he gets a start like this, 4-0-2, Wangwan's going to have that portal
What
key pretty
is
quick.
Vaughn doing?
Uh-oh, ooh, nice blank from Magebane. Glacius, look at that little clutch play right there. The Chuck frees himself right away. Oh, God, that's so beautiful. You can't do that in Dota either, Mischyz, because, you can't freeze yourself with Crystal Maiden. You can only use it aggressively, just like Yule's or Storm Spirit. Boom.
Yeah.
Knowledge bomb. So that's cool. And now, you know what? I
Knowledge
feel good.
bomb.
I feel good making these comparisons now because we have the big ice thing coming up where we can do that all day, every day. So, I have to admit, I really love this format because there are very few arenas where I can display my awesome Dota Han comparison.
You
That's
think good about yourself now.
yeah, well, it's just something that most people don't care about. They're always just like, oh, shut up. Like, if we're watching Dota, we don't want to care about Han and vice versa. Oh, Draconis. But now, I mean, this is perfectly in line with my skill set. It's like you guys designed this event just for me.
I'm sorry to break your heart, but it's not the case.
Oh, come on. Don't breaky my heart. Even got a Breaky CPK joke in there. And have you seen Breaky's portrait or whatever it's called, avatar on Twitter? It's really funny. It's a picture of him wearing that flannel shirt, and he's making this real serious face, and the title just says, "Someone
The one
will
that
get
you
the
were
axe."
laughing about?
Yeah, I saw it at work, and I laughed for a good 5 minutes.
Oh my god, it's such a meanie.
It is a joke. It's not like I tweeted at him and he said, "Yeah, it's funny. Like it's a fan art." It's rude not to laugh at it, Mischyz. Jeez.
You should put the one out with you and the French mate thing.
That's actually on my Facebook page. It's available to the public. It's a little
Yeah.
risque. It's a little spicy. So the deepest, darkest fears of impunity are coming true in this game, though. They are getting out-carried by the team of carries here, kind of in this mid-game. Draconis in a little trouble in the top lane, but they're not going to be able to secure the kill. Avalanche not going to be up for another second or so. Very unfortunate. So this is the big problem, though. The team with the carry advantage is kind of winning the early... We're not even into the mid-game yet. We're only 12 minutes in, and they already have a 5k gold lead. That's a little bit scary. All the while on the bottom, this tower getting pushed in. Slither doing what Slither does best. Throwing down those toxin wards and pressuring this tower. Look at all that added DPS, Mischyz.
I know. I mean, if you have noticed, Orange was basically shutting down IMP's forest potential they had no chance to stack, and Ophelia is basically a bit useless already.
Yep, Draconis gonna have enough DPS to finish off Trinity. Look at the power of Blazing Flight. I told you, I seen it, and it's ridiculous. That's gonna allow him to get the kill, and all the while in the bottom lane, they do grab that tower kill. So yeah, you're right. They actually have been shutting down this jungle pretty well. I see some wards down right here in the mid ski, but getting that tier 2 tower down, I don't know. I don't think that exchange in the top was worth giving up your tier 2 in the bottom. 13 minutes in.
You have to also notice that there was a bit of role changing in the Orange lineup when Shui was usually a support player and XXF was usually playing carry, but the roles has changed, I think.
You know, you're right. There is a little bit of tomfoolery happening here. That's a good point. Shuyu is almost always support, and actually XXF is almost always carry. This is...
That's like hot carry to support.
Yeah, wow. Look at the versatility between these top tier players. And where is Orange Esports from? What is of all the the LAN qualifiers for the 300K Malaysian tournament? What is their home turf?
Kuala Lumpur.
Really?
Yeah.
So why weren't they in the last tournament? Just because that was the second
one.
No, because
Kuala Lumpur, right? That was the second one. Okay. They took part in the first one.
Oh, okay. All right. Damn, you should have had one of them on location. We could have set up a little webcam. Gotta, finally, that could have been my casting debut with Shuyu. I've been pestering him for that for a long time.
Okay, if the win finals to DreamHack Winter, I'll set you guys up with something.
Okay.
That's that.
Perfect. I guess special guest appearance from Shuyu. He always says his English isn't good enough, but I don't know. I just want to hear him drop a knowledge bomb.
Mhm.
He's a smart guy. I don't know why he's the one that I talk to the most. He's not even isn't Mr. Ghost the captain?
No, Shui's the captain.
Oh, he is. Oh, okay. Never mind. I always thought Mr. Ghost was the captain. I guess because he's always blue or pink. So I just figured. I just assumed. That's what you get for assuming. It's a massacre, Mischyz.
I think Mr. Ghost kind of drafts for them, I think. Not wrong. So
oh, okay. He's the drafter, but not necessarily the captain.
Possibly.
Okay. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a chaotic team fight here. Pebbles, he's out of control, but he's not going to be able to survive the avalanche. The tier 1's still up, and they're gonna dive it. A bit of an overcommitment from Orange Esports. It's gonna be a 1-for-1. Mage Bane for Pebbles, a pretty good exchange for our Legion side, I would say. Not that you want your Mage Bane to die, but his farm's pretty negligible. Pebbles, that was his first death of the game, so pretty valuable stuff there. But yeah, this GPM chart, I don't know. That's pretty lopsided.
You just look at the team goal and team experience.
Yeah, it's a little scary. So all right, that makes a little more sense though. I guess Mr. Ghost being the drafter. And, oh, Plague Rider, what are you thinking, buddy? Oh, big misplay. Don't underestimate the power of L on a silhouette with a Nullstone and Ghost Marchers. Are you kidding me right here? That's going to be a hat trick. He's going to solo their whole team. Ophelia's going to take a lot of damage. Mage Bane going to come in. That's going to be a Mana Rift. Down goes Silhouette. But L, he was just sitting there looking for a couple of creep kills, popped Plague Rider in the face, was like, oh snap, I accidentally killed a Luna. Wait, I might be able to get Tundra too. I don't even know. I don't have words to explain that one.
No, Malinger is not in iMp anymore.
Well, there you have it. Sorry about that one, Impunity. But hopefully, are they going to play another one here?
I'm going to ask them.